Hello, I'm Mike Migelski with infoVia, and I want to show you today our exciting new release of our infoSecur data access management product. We are preparing for the general availability of our V 3.0 release of infoSecur, and I'm excited to show you what we have in store. Here at infoVia, our mission is to help organizations who are growth-minded to learn to use their data more efficiently and effectively through simplified and secure data management. In our practice, what we've found is that securely sharing data has always been a challenge, and so we developed infoSecur and have a technology that allows us to run this security and access control on the database layer to be consumed by all users downstream of the database. This is some of the clients that we work with in our practice, and we know that each of them has unique challenges when it comes to sharing their data widely while protecting it fiercely. We want our clients and our customers to know that there is a way that you can have both. You can create productivity for your users and your IT data management team, and at the same time manage your risks. We believe the solution is infoSecur. infoSecur is centralized, one place to manage all your policies for all your data. It eases the management and enforcement of those policies so that even a business user using our simple user interface can manage the policies for their own data. It manages those policies down to the cell level, which means fine-grained access control, where you control who sees what rows and columns within your relational database architecture. Imagine if we could control each cell in our environment with easily managed policies through masking and filtering rules. infoSecur follows the tenets of zero trust so that we can ensure that you have only the data that people need to see available to them, but also that that data is available in real time with low latency. We want to help you share your data widely while protecting it fiercely. That's why we make the access easy. infoSecur's access is simple data views, which all of your BI tools and machine learning models and users, whether they're SQL savvy or not, they or the tools that they're using know how to use infoSecur views. There's no new technology to adopt. It works right in your database, right in your data warehouse, right on your on-prem or cloud or hybrid environments. And as I mentioned before, you're putting the access in the hands of the business users so that the people on the ground who know best who should manage their policies are the ones managing those policies. No longer does it have to be your database administrator or your IT team that manages those policies. The interface is easy to use. Makes it easier for the users, makes it possible for your users to manage their own data access. And it's available at the cell level. So we can filter rows and mask columns so that you can control your level at the grain that you need to control it. We do this by mapping the users to the data through what we call meta policies. These are policies that are implemented in metadata. That might sound scary or a little bit intimidating to a business user. That's why we give the user interface that simply helps them identify what users correlate to what roles, and then map those roles to the categories of data within your database. So with just a few easy steps that we're going to demonstrate in part 2 and part 3 of this, you can manage your policies and then enforce those policies through infoSecur's secure views. We're going to show an example of where 4 different types of roles within an organization can see data in the clear or masked or filtered based on their role within the organization. And then we're going to show how when that role changes, it's just a few clicks to give that user access to more data. We're going to show how the user interface and the API work together and how the database is the enforcement mechanism so that your end users don't have to think about security. They just use it. They just connect and use your data in ways that they already know and understand. The data access points are intuitive. It's infinitely scalable and highly performant up to and has been proven on tens of trillions of rows. Actually speed up your query time. It's configurable. There's a low-code approach, which is all generated code. So even a business user could create an infoSecur view, as we'll see in part 3 of this demo. And it's technology exhaustive. It's technology agnostic. You can deploy it on any of your relational database systems. In fact, you can deploy it on all of them. So infoSecur works for the enterprise. You can deploy it on not only your data warehouse, but maybe in your ERP and CRM and other systems. That way, infoSecur's secure views that are generated through our fancy user interface in version 3.0 create these filtered results so that no matter who or how that data is being accessed, it all plays by the same rules. Even ad hoc SQL plays by the same rules as your BI tools or your machine learning models or applications. We place the access management in the hands of the right people in your organization, because while we make it easy to manage and easy to use, we want the people managing the policies to be those closest to the business, those who know what is appropriate. And then we make it laws and rules and requirements change, you can quickly change those. And we'll show that in Rev 2 of this demo, where we easily change policies for a given user and how that is enforced throughout all the secure views. It can be optimized. It's platform agnostic. So a little bit of tech talk for your IT people maybe watching us today. It works for any relational data on any relational platform. In fact, it works for all of them simultaneously. You can deploy your infoSecur policies to all your databases and have it enforced through the secure views there. So it is truly an enterprise solution. And it's easy to implement. Oftentimes we do this in days or even hours. We've done it overnight for a client before. It starts with a little requirements analysis, and then we do a proof of concept in day 1. We iterate that a couple times, and oftentimes in the first day, we have a working solution. And by the end of a week, we've taught your organization how to use the tools and to be self-sufficient. Here's what some of our clients and partners had to say. And these are some others that we've worked with in the field to implement infoSecur. We have some case studies that we'd be happy to share with you. In summary, United Heritage uses infoSecur in their data warehouse at the demand of their vice president and CTO. US Ecology uses it to manage their sales organization, which wasn't previously defined in metadata. So they use infoSecur to define their sales organization and secure their sales data across their organization at the row and column level. West Ada School District, the largest school district in our state, adopted infoSecur in order to protect student privacy and make it fluid so that when students changed teachers, they didn't have to manage policies, that would be automatic and fluid in its manner, so that a teacher can always see his students' data, but no other students that aren't currently enrolled in that teacher's class. So with that, we would like to close session number 1 on this introduction. Please tune in to session number 2, where we demonstrate the management of policies, and then session number 3, where we demonstrate the enforcement of those policies in just a few minutes each. We hope to hear from you. Thank you.